Hey. Hey. Yeah, I'm a stranger in town, and we're surrounded. Hey, well, I'm a stranger in the town here, and I'm with Philip Rosser, and it's good to be here in Roth. It was funny. It's almost rhymes with your name, Philip. So.
Hello, Ray. Welcome in Rother with the Bluestagen. It's a blues festival. There aren't that many people that know that you're coming from a blues background.
Yeah, my background is really quite predominantly blues, actually, because the music that was played in my household, because my parents really liked music, and it was a lot of the kind of music that they had on was always blues tinged. You know, had an element of blues to it, but then it was New Orleans jazz or Nat Ganella, that kind of stuff. But it had a sort of a blues connection. Then obviously, when skiffle got very popular in England, I mean, a lot of it was based on the music from Lead Belly, rural blues, and this kind of stuff, and of course rock and roll. And the part about rock and roll that I liked was the rockabilly side of it, for it, you know, the stuff that came out of Sun Studios. The early Elvis stuff, and then obviously the history of Sun Studio goes back right to producing records by Howlin' Wolf, and so I've always been influenced by the blues genre because of the social connections, and also the fact that I like the idea of what, say, like Robert Johnson, for example, or Lead Belly, Johnny Hooker, when they played alone and created their own groove and their own vibe. And this has always interested me. And so in the early days of Mungo Jerry lineup that recorded in the summertime, my repertoire prior to writing all my own songs, you know, was mainly Lead Belly, Woody Guthrie, Jimmy Reed, Johnny Hooker kind of stuff, you know. And that's about it.
When the weather's right, you got women hanging by.
You mentioned In the Summertime. That's your signature song. In a way, a blessing and a curse at the same time.
That's not a curse. How can it be a curse? How can, as you said to me so many times, people think you have a big hit, right, that it can, it's detrimental to your career, but it's not. I mean, this is brought, In the Summertime, the line by line, it still stands up today, philosophically. It's a song that reaches to every corner of the world, yeah? They might not know who I am, but people know that, you know, they know the melody, and it covers like 4 generations. So it's definitely not a curse.
What I meant with curse is more that it put you in a certain corner.
But
a lot of people only know this song.
But this is something that I mean, for you, because you're a journalist, yeah. But the general public, they don't think like that. The general public, they don't listen to a recording and say, oh, who was the producer, what studio was it in, who played the drums. They just say they like it or they don't like it, yeah.
Yeah, Little Miss Hip Shake to Get Out came out in 1973. With all right, it was in the chart, but I'm not going to do that one. All right, I'm still waiting to get paid for that one. I might do it. You never know, you know. Mama killed a chicken. She thought it was a duck. She put it on the table with a lipstick, and now she got a bottle of the goat. Bottle of the goat. Bottle of the goat. Bottle of the goat. She's a hot powder woman. Sure got a bottle of the goat. Is a nickel, dime is a dime. Out for the children saying my, oh my, bottle of the gold, bottle of the gold, bottle of the gold, bottle of the gold. She's a high powder woman, sure got a bottle of the gold. A nickel, dime is a dime. How for the children say everybody's all mine. Bottle of the gold.
What I also meant with it was that a lot of people don't know about all the facets of Ray Dorset, Mungo Jerry.
A lot of people don't know. Oh, this is true. This is true because I'm not just a songwriter and stuff. I'm a bit of a philosopher, really, because I'm always studying things, and I'm also like a thinker and think about how things work. Because I didn't set out to make music as a career. I didn't set out to make music to make money. I've never been financially driven. I just like to get a buzz out of doing something. So whether it's making a song, making a new song, or cutting up a piece of wood, or sawing up a piece of metal to make a new gadget or something, because I just think of myself as a kind of a creative person. And I just happen to be interested in how the recording process took place. And that's that, I think, because I had my first tape recorder, recording machine, when I was 11 years old. So I had my first guitar when I was 10 years old, and then I started recording myself when I was 11. But I did it for fun.
Mentioning recording, you're going to release a new album soon, a blues album.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm working on. Yeah, the current album. Well, there's two current albums really, because there's the Rewind album, which is a double CD, which with new songs, and then there's another CD with a compilation of older material, and then we got the 100% live album, which is taken from the last tour that I did. And then we've just completed a double DVD, which is a movie called 24 Days, which is It's a little bit like Spinal Tap. It's quite funny, it's interesting, it's quite long. It's a double DVD. And at the end of the last tour, we did a concert for SVR, and this is where the 100% live album came from. So I thought it was quite good that to have it as a double DVD. So if someone can play the 100% live album in their DVD player and have something to look at the same time, so they have all the movie in black and white. So you get the movie with the dialogue from the movie in colour and the black and white. So I thought, I've done 100% live. I want to get the blues thing out of my system. So I thought, and I had this idea before I knew about the Rolling Stones project. So I thought, okay, I'm going to do this next album, call it 100% live. And on my travels, on this little tour and the festival stuff that I'm doing in the summer, I'm going to film the talks that I have with my band and the jamming at the sound checks and all this kind of stuff, where I'm coming up with the ideas and showing everyone how I want to do it with the blues stuff. But I don't want to do any cover versions. And I don't want to do everything the same that's been done before or in anyone else's style, if I can help it. Yeah.
She wears black leather, she can handle a pop, she can swear, she can stroke, she can drink.